There's a bit of a debate around who would win in a race between Sonic and the Flash, and we want answers, right? So let's talk about it, shall we? Technically speaking, Barry Allen is actually the second Flash in the DC universe, and he runs really fast. Well, unless I'm missing something. But Wally West, who succeeded him, was the one who truly made the discovery of the Speed Force, a realm of energy that connects and fuels a number of DC speedsters. He gained a few new skills as a result, notably the capacity to fashion some of the Flash's most iconic outfits out of nothing but Speed Force energy. Did you get what I did there, though? Fashion? No? Anyway, Barry's link to the Speed Force is a little bit different because he generates it by running. As a result, he's able to control the Speed Force to some extent and accomplish really cool things like the ability to draw energy to move even faster. Although his successor has a stronger connection to the Speed Force, Barry Allen isn't exactly someone you could easily ignore in a race. Okay, so there are some speedsters that have also done their part in time traveling, but no one has done it quite like Barry Allen. The Flash has actually used time travel to avert disaster in the comics, as well as in the animated and live-action adaptations. He really is one of the fastest. During the Flashpoint incident, Barry Allen went back in time to save his mother. However, that single action set off a series of events that fundamentally changed the timeline. With this ability, the Flash could just travel back in Sonic's timeline and create a ripple effect that just destroys the Sonic universe. I mean, no Sonic means Flash becomes the fastest, right? Sonic's speed and other abilities would only be helpful if he could defeat Flash's ability to phase through objects. Flash can run through obstacles without getting hurt because his speed can change his molecules at a certain point. With this, he has the ability to transport his opponents through obstacles to trap them or phase through enemy punches. Though Wally West's molecular vibration ability was difficult for him to manage at first, and because of that, he destroyed everything he attempted to phase through. But hey, that's how he learned he could actually use it against his opponents. Like Sonic, perhaps? The Flash is capable of breaking through more than just the sound barrier if he decides to let loose. And while he has time travel abilities, let me just quickly mention him running through dimensions. The Flash is able to enter other realms by piercing the Speed Force barrier. You know, he could actually gather a group of other Flashes like Jay Garrick and just gang up on Sonic. Or he could just trap Sonic in another dimension. I'm just entertaining the possibility that it could happen. Barry Allen's speed mind is probably one of his best abilities in my opinion, but also one of his worst named, also in my opinion. This power, which was used during the New 52 era, enables Flash to direct the Speed Force energy into his brain in order to think faster. And with this, he can think in less than an attosecond, which is crazy, but I'm not going to explain that to you, so you're going to have to tap into the Speed Force yourself to Google it before I move on. Now, with this speed mind ability, the Flash can calculate a lot of possibilities before making a move. There's almost no one that can come up with a war plan as quickly as he can, or avoid any expensive mistakes, like that one impulsive purchase I made that I super regret. No enemy from the Flash could match his speed, and I doubt Sonic could do much better. I mean, with a name like Sonic. Okay, I know I made fun of Sonic, but now it's time to make fun of the Flash. So we all love Sonic, and I do too. I mean, Sonic is just naturally faster than the rest, unlike some characters who use technology or energy from alternate dimensions to increase their speed. Flash. The blue blur can outrun practically everyone he comes across, maybe even Flash. Video games have also been increasing Sonic's speed with every release, except for Sonic Frontiers. Those cyberspace levels were so slow, man. No one else in Sonic's domain can keep up with his speed, except maybe Knuckles and Tails when they're running next to him in the games. And Amy. No, maybe not Amy, actually. Probably only robotic duplicates or characters like Shadow the Hedgehog have come just a little close. So, you know how in almost every game Sonic the Hedgehog goes after these Chaos Emeralds? So here's some lore for you. These emeralds actually power him up, kinda like Thanos, but like the Sonic version. While characters like Shadow the Hedgehog have sort of demonstrated a greater mastery of the Chaos Emeralds, Sonic has also used them quite frequently. He can use the Chaos Emeralds to increase his speed and strength, or the Chaos Control ability to distort space and time. So, the Flash isn't the only one. Sonic might actually get a one-up over the Flash with something like this. We have seen Sonic and other characters in the franchise use some sort of a power-up. Whether it be in the games or the animations, these power-ups come in a variety of shapes and sizes, and they're seeded throughout his missions to help him out. These power-ups helped Sonic improve himself in a number of ways, like the wisps from Sonic Colors, increasing his strength and speed. He was also able to equip himself with several types of shields by using power-ups. All of these improvements might be useful in a clash with the Flash. You can already see him sweating. Even Sonic's closest friends are surprised by one aspect of him: his amazing hand-to-hand combat skills and the ability to engage several enemies at once. Even without the advantage of his speed, he can defeat a master combatant like Emerald. Sonic actually learned Lin Xiao Kung Fu in Sonic Unleashed, but most of his combat techniques were inspired by his passion for breakdancing. For someone like the Flash, who relies more on his speed during a fight, I think maybe hand-to-hand combat might not be his forte. So, Sonic wins in dance and Kung Fu. What can't this guy do? Right now, Sonic's ability to transform is his main weapon against his ultimate bosses. Thanks to things like the Chaos Emeralds, he can transform into a lot of strong forms like Super Sonic, which he can use in combat. Using the improved Super Emeralds, though, he has gained new and stronger forms like Hypersonic. I bet the Flash doesn't have such cool transformations, and those forms aren't even scratching the surface. I haven't even told you about Dark Spine Sonic and Excalibur Sonic. Each of these forms are incredibly strong and versatile in different ways, and are capable of dealing out some serious damage. Even if there is a bit of a time limit on these forms, Sonic could still use this brief period of power against the Flash. Maybe with Sonic's speed, he would even end it in a flash. It all depends on the situation and what version of each character we're dealing with to really answer the question of who would win the race between the two. Plus, we didn't even have an entry on the music, the stuff that gets you moving, man! And nobody does it better than Sonic. I mean, nothing that the Flash has is gonna beat Open Your Heart from the first Sonic adventure. Anyway, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.